Hello friends, I hope that you are doing well and having a wonderful week so far. Today is the beginning of a new tradition for my family, specifically us girls here in the Crable household. So I think a few videos back I mentioned that I have had this little dream and hope to host an annual Christmas tea, and I just have never done it. I mean, I don't really have a specific reason why over the years it hasn't happened, but this year I just feel like it was the year. It was the time to start something new. And I could not be more thrilled and excited and overjoyed to begin doing this. This is something that I'm going to begin hosting yearly with my two daughters. And so we've just been working hard to design a tablescape, come up with the type of flowers we want on the tables, the type of menu we want to have. And it's been such a joy. And so I wanted to bring you along with me for this video, just to be able to document the beginning of a new tradition. And like I've shared in many various videos, I'm so big on traditions. I'm so big on having things that are special and unique to your family. And although having a tea is not something that no one's done, this is something that, Lord willing, will be something met with anticipation and excitement each year for us girls here. And so I'm so thankful that I get to bring people into our home. And even though our home's under construction, it's not picture perfect. It's not necessarily ready to have people coming in. That is so besides the point. And so I really feel like God put it on my heart to open our home in every season. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start by just documenting some of the prep work of just the things we're going to bake. And I have sourdough in the process right now. So I'm making 2 loaves for tomorrow. One is just to have on hand if anyone would like to have some, and then the other one I'm going to use to make PB&J in case some of the girls that are coming do not necessarily like the traditional chicken salad. So let's go ahead and get going. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about traditions and just the importance of them and just what the Lord has taught me over the years about cultivating them and having them within your family unit. So the first thing I want to share is Luke 6:31, and that says, "And as you wish that others would do to you, do so to them." So traditions hold a unique beauty that transcends time and establishes a comfort through the anticipation of its repetition. They're like threads woven throughout generations, carrying the essence of our values and heritage, and their consistent nature, celebrating traditions around the holidays or year-round, has the power to create a sense of belonging and identity for us. I think that is something that for myself has brought so much comfort over the years, is just being able to look forward to things, not just for myself, but as a family. We know that something's coming, we can anticipate it, and there's such a joy that comes along with that. Traditions hold a beauty about them because of their comforting characteristic of being continuous. They provide a lens to our past, grounding us in the knowledge and experiences of those family members who paved the way before us. It's a precious gift to be able to preserve these sweet customs and watch them unfold amongst future generations. I think of how many traditions my family has, and at the time of being a child, I don't think I fully understood just how special it all was and how meaningful it was. But as I've gotten older, being able to carry on those traditions, being able to do things that I saw my parents do and my grandparents do, is such a beautiful and priceless gift, not just for myself, but for my children. And so this is something that I'm just so passionate about, and I feel like it really does create this sense of unity amongst our families. Proverbs 27:17 says, "Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another." Traditions also offer a sense of comfort and familiarity. In an ever-changing and often hurried world, they provide stability and a sense of predictability. They become touchstones, reminding us of the values and principles that shape our lives. Whether it's something as simple as gathering around the table for a family meal or going through a favorite family devotion, traditions create a sense of cohesion and unity amongst those who gather together. And going back to Proverbs 27, 17. I feel like those traditions and that intentionality really does help us as believers to really be there for one another, to, like the Bible says, sharpen one another by being able to speak truth, by being able to provide the time to really understand the people around us, those closest to us, those we care about the most. And so having traditions and that time to slow down can really make all the difference in your family structure. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. The beauty of traditions lies in their ability to foster connection and create lasting memories. They bring people together, forging bonds and strengthening relationships. Traditions elevate the typical time spent together by creating opportunities for meaningful interactions and deeper connections. Romans 12:13 says, contribute to the needs of the saints and seek to show hospitality. Traditions also have the power to ignite our senses and evoke emotions. The sights, sounds, tastes, and smells associated with traditions can transport us to a different time and place. The aroma of holiday baking, the sound of carols, the vibrant colors that coincide with particular times of the year, or that feeling of warmth from a crackling fire, all of these sensory elements contribute to the wonder and beauty of our traditions. John 15:13 says, greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. So for me, when I think about having a love like that, I know that it doesn't go without really being able to see the person in front of you, being able to have spent enough time with them, gotten to know them well enough. And I've always viewed traditions as this priceless way to stop the busyness that we get so caught up in and slow down. And so in a world that often moves at such a rapid pace, traditions provide that sense of rhythm and pause. They remind us to slow down, to savor the present moment, and to appreciate the beauty in the simple things. Through traditions, we cultivate mindfulness and gratitude, finding joy in the tiniest of things, and many times it helps us to center our hearts yet again on the love of Christ and living in a way that glorifies Him. It's in these priceless moments that our lives are deeply enriched. Proverbs 27:9 says, oil and perfume make the heart glad, and the sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. Traditions hold a timeless beauty that connects us to our past, strengthens our relationships, and cultivates a sense of belonging. They provide stability, create lasting memories, and remind us to appreciate the beauty in the present moment. It's important to cherish and uphold the beauty of traditions, preserving and passing them on for generations to come, so that in our intentionality, the love of Jesus shines through ever so beautifully. I wanted to be able to share that with each of you because I just know that these things that we do, these traditions that we carry, all of the things that we long to do and hope to accomplish within our families, they're not in vain. It's in those small, simplistic things that we really begin to shape the foundation of our family units and start to make a name for our family, what we stand for, what we love to do. All of those things are created and cultivated within traditions. And so my hope and prayer for you is that this would inspire you to ponder and think about what that looks like for your family. What are the things you love? What are the gifts the Lord has given you? How can you take what you have been given and make it something that honors the Lord, not just in your life, but in the midst of your entire family? So I just wanted to say that before I continue on in all of the preparation I'm doing in this video for the Christmas tea. But I really am just so thrilled that we started a new tradition, and it just had got me thinking about just the beauty of that and how much joy there is in being able to do things like this. So for the centerpieces for the first annual Christmas tea party, I wanted to use the classic colors, which, if you know me, I tend to gravitate towards more neutral color palettes, but I thought this would be really sweet and fun. So I used a lot of greenery, and of course I used red roses to bring out those traditional colors, but I love the way that these turned out. I thought it was really sweet to put them in all the different white glasses and pots for the tables. I also forgot to mention that I am going to put the recipes in the description box below. So there's a handful of things that I made in this video. I don't know if I'll remember them all on the spot right now, but as you can see, we have thumbprint cookies. I made sourdough, but I'm not going to share that recipe because I feel like it's a little much to type out. But I made homemade scones for the first time, as you saw, and I'll share those. But these all turned out really, really good, and I would recommend them to anyone. So if you're looking for new recipes to try, these would be great ones to have on hand. Also, I wanted to quickly say that one idea that has helped when we have gatherings is doing conversation cards. So I just finished them up in the previous clip, but basically I put Christmas themed questions on each of the tables so that if people don't know each other very well, it helps conversation be a lot more effortless and even helps to provide more meaningful conversation. One thing that is really important to me when it comes to bringing others into our home is including our kids in the process from beginning to end. So whenever we have an opportunity to invite others to our house, I have our kids help with the cleaning and all the preparation from decorating and cooking, because I want them to grow, Lord willing, to be men and women who are hospitable and loving and really look out for the needs of others. everything is all set up and ready to go, my girls and I wanted to quickly pray over all of the ladies who will be attending and just get our hearts in the right place before we have them into our homes. Okay, everyone is on their way and we're officially ready for our first annual Crable Christmas tea! Yay! You're like hardly on the screen.
I know.
There you are. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
All right, let's do it! So I didn't end up recording any of the event once it started because I wanted to just be respectful of all the ladies who were there and also just be in the moment and not feeling like I needed to document every little thing that was happening. But everything went really, really well. Us girls had such a great time. It was such a sweet way to kick off a new family tradition, and my daughters and I just went to bed so grateful for being able to have the chance to do this at all. And as you can see, the next day was all about cleanup. So I'm packing away all of the teacups that I had collected and the plates and glassware. I was fortunate enough to get all of these at a local thrift store. We have such a good one near us, and they never disappoint. So I'm packing it away with hopes to be able to continue to do this. But yeah, it was just such a sweet and precious time with a lot of the ladies who have grown to mean so much to us here in Tennessee. I hope that encouraged you to listen to. It was so fun to start a new tradition and to do something new for us girls and as a family, because all of us contributed in some way to make this happen. And it was just such a surreal moment to realize this was something I hoped to see come to fruition all the way back when I was first pregnant with Haven. So this was a full circle moment for me, an answer to my prayers to be able to cultivate traditions like this, not just by myself, but alongside my daughters. And so this was such a joy to be able to do. And I look forward to, Lord willing, doing this every year for many, many more years to come. So I hope the takeaway for you is open your homes, whether you feel like it's ready or perfect enough. It'll never be that. Just open up your homes, bring people into your lives, pour into others, encourage them, and watch how God moves and works within your life as you allow yourself to be an instrument in His glorious hands. So I will see you all very soon, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Bye.